So I'm gonna introduce yourself to some of our young viewers and tell us a little bit about life before you became an artist.
Okay, so my name is Abna Oyua, and I'm based in Accra, Ghana. So about my art, I was doing art as a hobby, like since around 10 years old. So it was after my national service after university. That was when I thought of doing pencil portraits on commission basis. So because I did a few for some friends and family, and like the motivation was cool. They were like, you should start thinking of it as a business because people will definitely pay. So yeah, that was when the arts profession actually came in. But before that, it was just a hobby.
Okay. Now, what was like your specialization at the University of Winneba?
Okay, I read accounting. So I have a Bachelor of Science degree in accounting.
Oh wow. Okay. Now, as far as like a profession, if you had to choose between the two, would you rather choose like to be a professional artist making like $500,000 a year, or would you rather follow a profession based on your education?
Actually, I've chosen my path already. So I'm not doing art full time. That's my livelihood now.
Nice.
No more hobby.
Beautiful. There's nothing better than doing what you enjoy doing and getting paid for it.
Yeah.
Now, what do you see for yourself as far as presenting your artwork beyond Ghana? Are there any other countries that you have your sights set on?
Okay. Currently I don't have my painting in any physical gallery, but I've been part of some virtual exhibitions, some international virtual exhibitions. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Is there like a particular artist that that you enjoy looking at their artwork? Is there someone that you pattern a little bit of your style after?
I admire a lot of artists, but I wouldn't say I look at like my style is kind of based on that, or I got any motivation from there. I admire a lot of artists. I have a couple that I follow on social media, but my like how do I put it? My art style is kind of um it's from myself. Like I don't get the
Okay.
motivation from any other. That's what I mean.
It's unique.
I'm mostly doing imaginative stuff. Like if you followed my art for a while, you notice that it's kind of figurative merged with surrealism. You see, yeah. So that's my art style.
Beautiful. Now, if someone from outside of Ghana wanted to purchase your artwork, how would they be able to contact you? What would be that process?
Okay, I'm still working on my website. So for now, it will have to be through social media or through my email. Like you definitely see the art on social media, then they send me a DM or pass a comment, and then that's how I've sold all the artwork I've sold to date, just through social media.
Awesome. Share your social media contacts with the viewers.
Okay. Will you like me to type it in the chat, or
Yep, you can type it in the chat, and then I'll just review it and share with the viewers.
Okay, so I'm doing that.
See, and also in the meantime, with each of our guests, we kind of want the young viewers to kind of get a glimpse of each guest when they were, when they were growing up, their childhood. So, what was life like growing up in Ghana as a youth?
For me, my childhood was, um, my family was like an average income family, so everything was cool as far as I can remember. Yeah, there was no real hardship like, yeah, you think. But when I decided to do the arts as full time, that was when some eyebrows got raised and they were like, come on, you studied business and then you read accounting. Why we want to drop it? Given the rate at which like unemployment is high in this country and then how everything is, it didn't make sense to a lot of them, but that was my decision. So eventually they had to just
Right.
accept it,
Yep,
give me the
yep.
motivation.
Mhm.
But so far as my childhood is concerned, my childhood was, I think I grew up in an average family. Yeah.
Now, as far as like other hobbies for a really, really young Abena, did you have anything else going on like soccer, track and field, or you mostly just chill?
Oh no, I wasn't doing any of that. I was just, this shy child, always like, if I'm not learning, I'm just there.
Okay, okay. Now, do you speak more than two different languages? I know a lot of our fellow African brothers and sisters are multilingual.
Please come again.
How many different languages do you speak?
I speak only Twi and English.
Okay, so true English, so two different languages. Okay.
Yes.
Now you had to make a big decision, as far as making art a profession. What advice would you give to uh, our young teenage youth that are thinking about um, capitalizing off of their talent?
What I would say is it's always a good idea to follow your passion and do what um, some people call your calling, because that's where you find the peace. Because using myself as an example, I was a civil servant for about 6 to 7 months, and before I quit and decided to do arts as full time. And even though other people would think, wow, she's got a government job, so she's paid monthly, like, you're assured of salary every month and all that. It's kind of some job security there, but I never felt at peace. I never felt happy. But now that I'm doing arts full time, like, I'm not ready to trade it for anything. So what I would tell this other people like myself that want to pursue arts as a full time thing is, if they have the passion, if they feel that is what makes them happy, that is what they genuinely want to do, then they should go for it. But if their reason for going for it is just because maybe they've seen some artwork sell huge, so they just want to make some quick money, that's why they are going. I wouldn't advise them, because it's not smooth like that. When you are painting, you never know when you're going to sell that painting. You just paint. So if you are going with the motive of making some quick money, it's not going to work for you. Yeah, so that's what I have to say to them.
Excellent. And this is, this wonderful advice, not just for our young viewers, but for some of the boys and girls that I work with. So I work at a prison for teenagers that have committed crimes. And oftentimes they have different talents that they didn't capitalize on. So I'm always trying to, encourage them and motivate them to work on sharpening their talent. So that's real good advice even for them as well. Now, in the United States, like our school system is a little bit different where for most students before they get to college, the regular school, they come home every day. Explain a little bit about the boarding system in Ghana.
Okay, so the boarding system, like in high school, right? Yeah, for me, I was in Cape Coast. Cape Coast is in the central region of Ghana, so I was quite far from home because we are based in Accra, and I got admitted to school in Cape Coast. It's I think it's a cool experience. It's you get a chance to know how to do everything on your own. Unlike when you're at home, you got your parents, you got your siblings, other family. But when you are there, you know it's just you and some roommates or classmates. So like it gives you this it gives you the chance to think like an adult or grow fast, if I would say, because it's just you. And even though it's got its own negative sides, because you have too much freedom, no parents there to give you restrictions. But if you are a determined person, I don't think too much freedom should be a problem. Like, yeah, that's how I see it.
Now, on average, how many times can you say that you got to come home and visit your family? Like twice a year, 3 times a
Oh,
year?
no, we had 3 terms in a year. Okay, so
Oh,
the first term is like 3 months, and then the second term is like it's also 3 months, and the last term is like 2.5 months. But within a term, there is still a break. There is what we call mid-term. So at the middle of the term, you can have like some 4 days holiday. You can choose to stay on campus or come back to your family. And then at the end of the term, you have like about 3 weeks vacation at the end of every term that you can, yeah. But apart from that, if there's an emergency like health issues or any other thing that is urgent, you can always take permission based on the school's very rules, because every school has some different reasons why they will give you permission. It
okay.
doesn't cut across, yeah. So when there's an emergency, you can take permission aside the breaks and vacation. So
Oh,
it's not like you get to see your family like twice or something. You can see them a lot of times.
oh, okay. That's okay. That's a big relief, you know. Now, here in the United States, like we usually tell high school students, like when you're picking your college, you know, don't just pick it because you know it's known for partying or the school colors. Like you know, pick your college for a good reason. Now, what led you to pick the University of Winneba compared to the other colleges?
Okay. Honestly, I applied to some other universities. I got about 3 schools at the time that I had to choose. Sorry, I had to choose University of Education, Winneba. I chose that school because, well, I wasn't willing to choose it, if I'll be honest. My dad made me choose that school
Okay.
because, yeah, his explanation was in as much as they are giving me the same accounting course that the other schools gave me, all right. But University of Education is an education university. So when you go there to do a course, after your course, you have an how do I say? You have we read other education-based subjects, okay, attached to the accounting I want to do. So at the end of your degree, you can equally teach in a high school. So for instance, I read accounting. I can work with accounting in a firm, or I can be an accounting teacher in a high school. So because of that two options, that was the main reason why my dad made me choose, so that in case I'm done with the degree and then it's hard securing a job in a firm, I can always divert to the classroom and work or teach there as an accounting instructor. So that's the advantage, the reason why my dad made me choose that school over the others I got.
Nice. Okay. So, it was still careful planning behind it. So, that's good to
Yeah.
hear. That's definitely good to hear. Now with every guest, we have to challenge our guest towards the end. We have to really make them think really, really, really hard. So, um, if you were to come up with a movie or a book about your life so far, what would be the title and why?
Hmm. That'll be,
Put you on the spot, huh?
that'll be hard.
Mhm.
Can't think of anything.
Now,
It's hard to
would you go
write.
for the book part or the movie part?
I'm thinking the movie part.
Okay, okay.
Maybe that would be something like um, determination. I'll say that.
Okay, determination or determine. Um, is there an actress that you enjoy watching? Because the next question would be, which actress would play you in the movie?
Honestly, that would be hard to tell because I'm not a movie person.
Okay,
I, I don't like movies at all.
that's fair enough. Give us like three interesting facts about Accra and just about Ghana for some of our young viewers that have never been to any part of Africa.
Okay, so the first thing I'll say is Accra is full of, and Ghana in general is full of very hospitable people. Like
Huh?
when when you come here and you're new, you're foreigner, you don't, apart from the fact that obviously people look at you because your skin might look different or your appearance might look different. You don't get that, you don't feel like you're a foreigner because everybody's just ready to do business with you. Everybody's ready to show you something. So like it's full of hospitable people. That's one. And then um, we have variety of foods. So I think that's something interesting for people who like to travel because you get to taste different kinds of natural organic foods, if I'll say it that way. And then we have some tourist sites too. Yeah, not a lot in Accra, but across Ghana we have a lot of tourist sites that would be interesting. And Accra's got like very great hotels, like 5-star hotels and all that to make your stay very um peaceful or yeah, accommodating. That's just a few of the things here.
So there's options for our African American brothers and cousins that want to come back to the motherland and visit. And as far as social media contacts, it says Abina Oyuwa on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Abina, I want to thank you for taking time out of your schedule to share a little bit about yourself on Heavy Brand Podcast. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me too.
All right, continual blessings.